Hello. Today I'm going to be cracking 6 packs of Commander Legends for sealed. Got a whole box here. There's 24 packs in a box. I've already used 6 for previous sealed, so now I have like, what, 18 packs left, right? If math works out. So we're taking 6 out and cracking them. My previous draft deck was pretty insane. It was this Orzhov good stuff. The commander was Lisa, the pretty insane Orzhov flyer, 5/5 flying lifelink. Just won the game by herself pretty much, but with support cast of other like black and white cards, they offer a lot of removal and good creatures, so it's just so good. So I'll be trying to like I guess come up with a better deck that can even top that this time, with 6 other packs. So let's get the cracking. Stopped playing like paper because of the lockdown recently, so not really too interested in the polls, but it's nice to like build a collection. Alright, Ambush Viper. It's a good green common. This card is pretty good when you encore it. That's really good. Preordain. This is a staple for blue decks. When it dies, make a charge token. Yeah, with encore, it's pretty good. Fugitives can't be blocked. With encore, I guess it does some damage, though. I would say I'm playing 1v1 sealed, so encore gets much worse. This is probably not worth encoring. Oh, actually, it's a 7/4 though. Wow, it hits pretty hard. 5 mana sorcery exile spell. It's good for 3 color decks, or even 2, maybe it's fine. It's pretty cool in Pauper, I think. Fleshy, love this guy in Commander. Great in Draft too. Goliath, this card's pretty good. It's just a 6 mana, 6/9 trample, it's huge. This is pretty neat in the right deck. Elf's great for budget Commander, even regular Commanders like having more copies of that. I'm not sure about this card, it seems decent, I guess. This card's great, it used to be like a $2 uncommon, now got reprinted to nothing, which is good. Merchant Raiders. It's a lot of Pirate Tribal in this set, and my rare. Nightshade Harvester, an Elf Shaman, one of our land ETBs. I guess it's like a land hate card, though I'm not really sure why you would play this in Constructed Commander, because you had to build a deck to like force your opponent to play a lot of lands. Or I guess like if your playgroup has a lot of ramp spells, a lot of ramp decks, you just bring this in. Seems kind of iffy for a rare though, I think. She's pretty cool for big stompy. Is it Pirate Tribal? Oh, Foil Colonnade. Cannonade. These used to be pretty decent for Ixalan, the first printing. Still a pretty cool card though. Good in Pauper. Alright, let me actually like sort these out. Alright, next pack. Blade Ren. Love this card in Allegiance. Sailed. Slightly worse I think in this seal, but still always really good. It's a decent card. Your removal I guess for problem permanent. So you're playing like Rakdos or I don't know, like is it and you need to get rid of an enchantment, this is how you get rid of it. This is a great card for a limited Ixalan. This is decent. Dragon's Egg. This is really good. 3 damage for minimum 3 mana. I mean, the other way around. 3 mana for minimum 3 damage. This is really good. I think in general, like for this set, Monarch cards are just so strong for draft. This is a really fun kind of spell. Uh, that's pretty good for a white common. I'm not really a fan of cards like this. I was just playing 3 color. The pay 1 is just so like so brutal early game. This is a great black common. Munitions, it's decent. Ooh, this is great ramp. Sage, Mace, Lieutenant, Chroma's Will. If you control a commander, you can choose both. If you actually get the Chroma Mythic card, it's pretty insane. But even by itself, it's pretty strong. Only for 4 mana for all its effects. So that's my second rare. Got another rare, the Bounteous Dawn. Uh, wow, if this thing even hits once, so it's a 4 mana 2/2, so it's like not the best to be honest, stats wise, but if it hits once or if you have a dedicated life gain deck, it seems pretty good. Filigree Thrasher is my foil. Attacks him, discard a card. When you do, target creature defending player controls gets -6/-X. Interesting, the artifact payoff. Alright. The next pack. So far, I believe these are all bulk. Have not pulled any value yet, which is fine. Ferlid, great for a commander. Just love ramping with that thing. This is pretty good. Sorcery speed, sack, so it's actually balanced, but it's still pretty good. This card's pretty good. Just keep swinging, keep getting bigger. I can send you with +1/+1 stuff. This guy again. Yeah, I guess if you have like a mill strategy too, or even as a mana dork, it's pretty good for blue. This is funny because you can use it on either your thing or the opponent's thing to screw them over. Black always has like a 4 mana sorcery, lose some life, draw some card spell. Another variation of that. This is great. Saw it out already. This card's amazing, I think, for common. It's huge, has trample, can't really chump block it, and it dies to replace itself. It's so good. This card's pretty good. 1 block to discard a non-black creature. That's pretty nice. I'm not really a fan of these. As a finisher, it's fine. Thing is, this is an insane card. Man, you're living a dream when you can like cascade in this thing. It's so nice. Court of Bounty. Each of you become the monarch. Beginning of your upkeep, you may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. If you're a monarch, you choose creature early. That's pretty insane. 4 mana for that, that's pretty good. Emberclaw Familiar. Whenever your commander you control deals combat damage to a player, it deals damage to each opponent. Huh. Interesting. It's partners, so you can like have this little wimpy guy partner with a huge creature, I guess. This is an artifact payoff guy. This guy is really good. Like it's a 2 mana 1/1, but it's more like a 2 mana 3/3 a lot of times. It just keeps growing bigger and bigger. Ooh, this horror token. That's pretty horrifying. Alright. So we're halfway through. Goblin. It's decent, I guess, in the right deck that wants. It's really fun. It's adding Cascade and upping the mana cost for like typical like draft effects. Like this would be usually 2 mana, but you add 3 mana for the Cascade. This card's absolutely insane. It's broken. Decent. Already saw that. I'm not really a fan of this card. Like it just grows too slowly. 3 mana for a 1/1 flyer is so small. This card's pretty nice though. It's also quite slow. 3 mana you're playing a 2/2, which it's a good blocker, but then again like it replaces itself, but it's probably gonna die for free because it's so small. And when you encore, you can draw like cards, but then like they all gone, so you have like no blockers again. Oh, that's elf payoff. It's pretty funny. 5 mana for a 5/3. But in our commander, this is great. Oh, this is amazing. Always want to play these if you can. Premium removal. Attacks. It deals damage to Planeswalker. That could be really strong in the right deck. That could simply just kill someone in like Brutal Cloud or something. That's insane. These Val cards are always fun in commander. Cascade deals X damage to each creature in Planeswalker your opponent's control, where X is the number of spells you've cast. Ooh, a 5 mana storm card is funny. This card is really cool. You can get both your if you get the commander out, and as you can see, it's either a mind control, which is pretty good for 4 mana, or you can copy something, which can like blow someone out. So it's kind of like in some ways a blue anthem effect, or like a blue uh, pump the board, overrun, and kill your opponent type of thing. Pretty nice. Another rare. Note the CMC of each card in exile. That's so funny. Wow, that's really unique for Boros. That's funny. So I guess you can like um, partner this guy with that one we saw earlier that cares about combat damage. Foil one. Another Viper, these are good. Another Blade Brand. Cage of Hands, this is great removal because it can bounce it back. That's really good. Keep using it. This card's insane. 5 mana, but it's really like more like a 3 mana for a 3/4 because it replaces itself. That's so good. Haste Cascade, this guy is pretty good, I think. When it dies, create 3/1/1s, then mill 3 cards. That's pretty decent. It's 5 mana for 6/6 with a power and a lot of bodies for like token synergy and stuff. This is a good blue spell. This is great. I don't really know if this guy is good. He was pretty strong in Modern Horizons draft when he was first printed. But I guess if you want to like force elves or whatever, or pirates, you could play this. Hmm. Hunter's Insight. Choose target creature you control. Whenever that creature does combat damage to player. It's a 3 mana instant. I think there's like a similar card from like Theros Block. It's like 5 mana sorcery with a similar effect. So, but for 3 mana instant, it's like much better, I think. Hmm. Whenever a card is drawn this way, those 5 damage triggered opponent chosen their rand. Wow. That is hilarious. Slash the Ranks, great removal spell. If you're playing this card, you always want to make sure your commander is like huge by itself, so when the board is wiped, they get their commander still, but like hopefully yours is just like better than theirs. Whenever one of our pirates to control deals damage to opponents, make a treasure. Oh, okay. There's the Planeswalker. Uh, create 2 on 0/1 throws. You can plus to sack and draw 2 or 3 if it was a commander, and -10 to steal all commanders. It's pretty funny. Guess we're playing black. Alright, that's a pretty nice hit. Last card, oh, last pack of this little sealed pool. Our rares are kind of all over the place. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be playing. Maybe Bant. But I also want to play black. Not really sure. This guy's infamous for like infinite combos all over the place. I'm not sure what I think about cards like this. It's 5 mana for a 2/2 flyer. It could be a 3/3 flyer, which is like still feels kind of bad. And the bounce, like, I would like if it was on a bigger creature, I feel like. Uh, when it attacks, gives something else flying, picks them up. With Encore, that just kills someone, I guess. That's pretty good. Focus, please. Oh god, one of the worst cards. Actually, I guess you can compare the Surveyor to this thing, because this thing's pretty bad. But I don't think this is much better, to be honest. Oh, Cast Down, that's great. Though the funny thing is, in this set especially, it's not gonna hit a lot of things. Ordeal, focus please. Ordeal of Heliod. This is pretty good. A lot of synergy with like that helm we saw earlier. Oh, this is great. Oh, okay, so it's his spell. Choose one. You can show your commander to choose both. So 5 mana to either destroy the best things your opponents have, which is fine, I guess. Or exile all cards from opponent's graveyards. Bearclaw. Yeah, could get big. Eye of the Storm. At that point, though, when you're going wide and you're singing out with so many creatures, I feel like what's the point of scrying at that point? Because you're going to try to end the game. Oh, Piper. I guess I probably won't be using this guy, but if we have to, Salamander Warrior, that's cool. Alright, so those are all my 6 packs for today. These are my rares and my mythics, and I'll be guys trying to make a sealed deck out of this. I guess I'll probably make a video of that too, my deck building process. Nothing too serious really, just like want to play with the fun cards. So yeah, until then.